Boom. Okay. Yes. This is I'm not gonna call it a reaction video, but it might as well be. So I literally just finished watching 13 Reasons Why. I need to write down 13 Reasons Why. I'm just watching it now. It's been out for a while. When the TV show started buzzing, I don't know why I wasn't on the bandwagon to watch it with everyone else, but I don't know why I started watching it just like a day or two ago, but I finished it. It had 13 episodes, and I'm sure you probably watched it, that's why you're clicking onto this video anyways. But yeah, nah, this is a reaction, not to like each scene or like characters mainly, but just the whole theme behind the whole show. If you haven't watched it, I would suggest that you go watch it. It's on Netflix. You could probably find it on your pirated websites, but yeah, I'll definitely advise you to go watch it. It's quite relatable. Now the setting, just to give you an idea if you haven't watched it yet, is based in, I don't know what state in America, but basically in America, secondary school or middle school or high school, whatever Americans call it. But I don't know why my hat is tilted up, but yeah. And yeah, now they have a couple main characters, a good number of them. But the main two characters, main, even though there's not exactly one, but it revolves around this girl who, long story short, commits suicide. And yeah, she literally commits suicide and leaves 13 tapes on 13 reasons why she committed suicide. Now when you start the TV show, you're starting it, you're wondering, I don't know, I can't even remember exactly what went through my mind. Obviously I've heard about the show, not too in depth, so I didn't know what to expect, but you know, I'd heard it was really good, and I heard that it was quite touching in some way or form. So yeah, I'm watching it, and as each episode goes by, there's certain things that you pick out on. So there's certain themes, obviously suicide, which is very sensitive. It's a very sensitive topic. Okay, cool. Yeah, very sensitive topic. Mom, could you please close the door? Thank you. Very sensitive topic, sorry guys. And then it dives into just being in secondary school and, you know, all the stress that comes with it. Friendships, you know, bullying, anxiety, depression, and she went through a lot of this. And we're getting to the end of the series. I got to it was the way the whole series, you know, just comes together at the end is just crazy. There's also a rape story, 2 rape stories in the series, one with the girl herself, Hannah Baker, and yeah, so it's just all crazy. And boiling down to it, it's quite relatable. I don't know, I won't say it's relatable in the sense like rape. I can't understand that because I've not been through it. But you can, just being a human, you can sympathize with the idea of it, of a rape victim type of thing. And yeah, no, it was just touching. This video is actually quite hard to do. Like I said, it's sensitive, but at the same time it's quite relatable. Like certain things like she experienced, like secondary school, as many of you may know, for some people, maybe not for all, but it could be a hard time. Obviously you're young, you're in this environment with so many different people and personalities and characters. During these times, you know, there's a unsaid, or yeah, just an unsaid, you know, maybe it is said, but they're like hierarchies in some sense. Like you have the cool kids, you have the not so cool kids, you have the people in the middle, you have people, you know, cool for certain reasons, cool for others. Some people are more quiet than others, and literally everyone's just trying to find themselves at this point in time, because, you know, we're not fully developed at these times. You know, everyone's just getting to know themselves. At that point in time, you do feel like you know yourself, but for some people they do. And it's just weird. There's the whole dynamic behind secondary school, or just that stage, is weird. You go through a lot during them times. You have a lot of struggles. You learn a lot through life, and it's just sad to see that, you know. For this, obviously this is fictional. I don't know if I don't believe it's taken from a true life story, but obviously in the same sense it would be real life, because it happens to many people. And yeah, just put in perspective, you know, just certain things why people do that, because a lot of times you may hear suicidal stories and it's like, why would you do that to yourself? You know, you have more to live for, kind of thing. But just seeing those 13 reasons why, and at first when I started watching it, it was just like, even she would have said it, like, it's just little things that just amounted up to her finally making that decision. And I won't say it's ever right, or I wouldn't use the word right, but ever the best decision to take your life. But, you know, in just going through the whole series, you just put yourself in her shoes, and some of you watching it may agree with certain decisions, or you may be more militant on yourself, like, why would I ever kill myself because of this or that? But it's like, and I applaud the people who actually acted in it, the editing, the producers, because it was quite relatable and understandable, even if you've never been in those situations. But it's like, you could feel for her. But yeah, like, it's quite hard in the sense. So I'm just saying, like, if you have been through certain situations, like I've been through secondary school, obviously, and yeah, not every part of secondary school is easy, actually. Probably most of it may have even been hard for me. I don't really remember. It's not that I don't remember secondary school. I'm the type of individual to smile through the pain, I guess, or just take highlights, because that's just how probably my defense mechanism works, or just that's just how I live my life. But I definitely went through hard times. I felt bullied at some points. I wouldn't say I was the coolest kid in school, probably more well known to some degree, but wouldn't say like I was the coolest kid in town. Of course not. But yeah, it had its downfalls, you know, secondary school. Certain times you feel a void, and mind you, I schooled in Nigeria, so it was like quite a different dynamic, but at the same time, you know, still life. So yeah, just certain things like that. So it's just hard. I could understand the storyline, even though she's a girl, she'd been raped at some point, she was totally ignored by her friends and people that she thought were friends, and just certain things like that. So I won't say I've gone through everything she's gone through, but I've definitely gone through my own bits of it. And the thing about secondary school, if you are in secondary school and still watching this, and you do go through like certain things, or you're in the same headspace, or you've ever felt that void, because I felt certain voids a lot of times, where it's like you just don't feel anything. You're not happy, you're not sad, you're just there and you don't know what to do. And I wouldn't say I've been in a headspace where I would want to take my life, but there's been times where your head does just play games with you, and it's just like you don't know what to do, you don't feel like there's a way out, or you can't see past your current situation. So this is just for anyone to take heed. I know this is quite, the mood with this is mad, but that's kind of just the energy I've just gotten off watching this show. If you watch this show and you finish it, you probably feel the same, or if you've watched it, you probably felt the same. Just I did a reaction video a couple months back to this. I haven't even watched that because I didn't want to watch it because I hadn't watched the show, so I didn't want to. I was thinking I'll probably watch it sometime, so I guess that's now. But yeah, nah. If you are going through it or you've ever gone through it, I would love you guys to share your story. If you are feeling some type of way now, I would urge you to, and especially in the black community, not saying white folks or Hispanic or Asian, but I just know for black people, because I'm black and I can relate to it, and growing up in Nigeria is a thing where you're not, things like depression, anxiety, just mental state is not usually taken as serious from your, and that's depicted in this show as well. Sometimes it's just brushed to the side because, you know, for whatever reason, especially in the black community, it's like it's not taken serious. I don't think it's in an ill way or in a bad way. Like, I don't think people do it intentionally just because they don't care. I guess it's just because they don't understand. And a lot of black people we're brought up to have thick skin. Naturally, we do have thicker skin than most, and just figuratively in that sense. So I'll just indulge people to just talk to someone you feel comfortable with, someone anonymously, reach out to whoever, and yeah, that's my take from it. It did really hit me, the show did, so I wanted to do this video real quick before those feelings just, you know, evaporate, because a lot of times you watch certain shows and you feel a way and you can empathize and sympathize, and the world continues, and that's almost the problem with life, is like we just continue and we just keep pushing forward, and sometimes we don't take that time to just stand still and just feel. Like everyone's just always moving. We always have this other thing to worry about. We have money, we have our style, we have our own worries, but I think we need to just stop, find out what the other person beside you's feeling, how they're thinking. Is everything okay? If you see certain signs, it's not like, oh, I don't really care about them, or I'm getting on with my life, or I have my own problems. It's like, most important thing I feel in this life is just, it's like the Bible says, love one another. What's this verse? I don't know the exact verse, but it's like, love one another. It's like one of the greatest commands, isn't it? Just love and care. And yeah, that's what I just indulge people to do. If you do want to reach out to me, hopefully I can help you in just any 1-2 ways. I would love to, whether you're old or young. You don't have to be in secondary school, just on whatever level. If you feel any void, just talk to someone. If you are religious or spiritual or whatever, reach out to people in that sense, or reach out to your spiritual being that you channel your energy and you're from. You get what I'm saying? So yeah, that's pretty much it for this video. Just remember, the little things matter. Smile at someone, hug someone, compliment people. One word, just one word can, you know, move mountains and can literally touch someone. It could either lead them to their downfall or lead them to something better. And just remember, if you're in secondary school, that's one stage where you feel like if something wrong is happening now, it's like there's no end to it. But when you finally move on, especially when you get to a certain age like mine, you start to realize that when you look back at secondary school, you're like, the cool kids or certain things like that, or things that you used to worry about, they don't really matter. You have a whole life ahead of you. So that's just one thing I would love you guys to take. This video is getting a bit long now, and I hope you guys don't get teary-eyed. But yeah, that's just from me to you. 13 Reasons Why. Would definitely say you should go check it out. I know I'm very late on it, so you guys will probably watch it anyways. But this is just my take. I won't say it's a reaction, but it's a reaction. But yeah, God bless. Remember to love each other and care. Deuces, Smani Ade, Gang Sheep.